Hi everyone, I'm Christina Dandar of the Potted Boxwood, and today we're going to do a little bit of a different type of home tour. This is my personal home, an apartment here in Dallas, Texas, and what I thought I'd show you is how you can take a smaller space, this is 1,100 square feet, and really maximize it with style and function and have a little fun, even though my space is rented. So I'll show you how I did a little tips and tricks with that. But as soon as you walk in here, there's this console table, and I knew I wanted a great landing spot. What I have had to be really careful with was the fact that I didn't have any outlets. So I got these acrylic bases to help me with these cordless lampshades. These actually keep quite a good charge. And you'll see throughout my tour, there's a lot of Singapore bird, which is my grandmother's china that I now possess, which I love. Another thing that I had to really focus on was storage. So this is a console table from Wayfair, and I gave the exact measurements to a seamstress on Etsy. I'll share the sources of all of this. And what I love is this, underneath this console skirt is a lot of storage. I store all my vases there. There's shelves, and it just gives me a little extra punch of, space and style. I like that it's skirted because then when you walk in here, you see that the console table, this is my old console table, is more exposed. And this also starts a theme. I have a lot of books, and I also collect a lot of matches. This is just a little preview of my book and match collection. But I think a great way to use art if you don't have kind of the budget or the resources, or you haven't figured out what you like yet, is to frame scarves. So this is a framed Poochie scarf. I bought it on a trip with my family, and I really enjoy it in that space. Moving along in here, Danica Herrick is an amazing artist, and she sells her fabrics and patterns and wallpapers on Spoonflower, and this is a peel and stick wallpaper. I can't claim that I put this up myself. I didn't. I had my handyman help me do it. Shout out to Victor. But Danica's amazing. She also does custom colorways. Like, she did this custom colorway for me. And for like an additional charge, I think it's $30, don't quote me, you can have custom colors of a peel and stick wallpaper. So here, I obviously wouldn't have picked out this pedestal sink, but that's just what it came with in my apartment. You can't really do too much. I love Wheezy hand towels. My friend Margaret gifted that to me. And then when you walk over here, here's a little den. I think I might make this a dining room or a mahjong room one day. My apartment sadly doesn't have a dining room, so I had to get a little creative with my space. I do use this office a lot though. This is a great peel and stick wallpaper that is from Amazon, and it's a pretty cucumber celery color that I love. These are actually paper panels I bought years ago for $300, and I got them framed. Sadly, the framing was much more expensive, but I think I'll just take them around forever. People always think they're something way more expensive than they are. This is an old Horchow chest that I bought at the Horchow outlet by SMU where I went to school, and I've had that since college. And I do just love black antique pieces. I think they just work well. I might get a new lamp for in here. I don't really love that lamp, but it is what it is. Then moving into here, my bookshelves. I love my bookshelves, and I can take absolutely no credit for styling them whatsoever. My friend Amity Gillespie, whose home tour is on my channel, it's the most popular home tour I've ever done. She's a great friend and a Bible study teacher to me, and just a mentor all around. She helped me style these bookshelves. I have a huge coffee table book collection. I've been gifted a lot of books throughout the years just because of my job, and also some blue and white pieces that I got in the Philippines. And I love my little monkeys. I think they're really fun. Right over here, we have a bar. I'm very grateful that my apartment building has one of these landing spots right away because I love to entertain. And I have this rattan tray here that's scalloped. I adore it, and it is from 7:30. What's great is they put glass lining on the tray, which I think looks really good. With that, I have some of those dried flowers that I got in Seattle with my friend Curry at Pike's Place Market. These lamps here are from Antique Row in Dallas. They are alabaster, and they're from France originally, and really pretty. I really like this dolly print. I got it at the museum bookstore. Do not underestimate the power of a museum bookstore. You can find some really good gifts in there and prints. I'm from St. Petersburg, Florida originally. So what's great about this print is it reminds me of home because we have the Salvador Dali Museum, and I bought it there. So this is just kind of a great little landing area. This actually is a really pretty painting from one of my followers. For those of you who just watch me on YouTube, I have a way more following on Instagram, and one of my followers there is an artist, and I have her painting here, and I also have one here. So I wish I could remember her name. She's fabulous, but I'll put it, when this airs, I'll put it on the blog post, which will be up today. So you can get the sources for everything. Once you're finished, go over to pottedboxwood.com. Here is an Ushak rug. You have to be really careful. Turkish back Ushaks, I think, are some of the more beautiful ones. And this is from Christy Stewart of Lily Cat Rugs in Birmingham, Alabama. I've done her home tour on my channel before, and she sources the most beautiful Ushaks. And I asked her for ones that had some lavender and green and rust color, and she found one, and it worked out perfectly, and she shipped it to me. Obviously, I wouldn't pick this color for my cabinets if I had my choice, but again, when you have a rented space, you kind of live with what you've got, and I'm not complaining because it really is a great kitchen. It's better than my last kitchen for sure. Here we have these shelves, and this has more of that Singapore bird collection. If you notice, I have a lot of things on acrylic bases. That was a trick that I've learned from a lot of designers over the years. You can buy them on Amazon, but what's great is they give different heights to vignettes and things like that. So over here, we have my little coffee station. Again, more of the Singapore bird. This here is Potted Boxwood mug collection. You all can buy those. They're on my website, as well as plates and dinner plates and salad plates. I thought it would be nice to have a pretty pop of chinoiserie. I just love it. I do love that this apartment building has gas fireplace. Or not fireplace. I wish it had a gas fireplace. It has a gas stove. Right here is an old Amazon fiddle fig. I hate to say it's not real, but it's not real. Don't have enough light. I face north, so don't have enough light to really capture that. Moving along in here, the quick mention, these bar stools, they're pretty modern for my taste, but I will say they're very comfortable. So you can see they're super cushioned. The caning, I wish I could just spray paint it black. Maybe if I wanted to, I had a little extra DIY in me. I'm not really a DIY kind of girl, but they're kind of modern. That's the one touch of modernity in my apartment. They're comfortable. And the other touch of modernity, I think, is the pattern of this sisal rug that's from Patterson Flynn. It is the Tambray rug, and the color is canvas, and they make the most exquisite rugs. And this is custom size. Unfortunately, it's not linkable, but you can contact Patterson Flynn and get more information about it. The whole theme behind this room, again, I don't have a dining room. This is sort of the main focus point, is the panels in here. These were from my family, and I sadly made my mom hire movers to get in a storage unit to find these because I remembered them from my grandmother's dining room, and I wanted to put them in here. I love the colors. They're sort of muddy colors. They came from an antique dealer in New York, I think in the 70s or 40s. I'm kind of all over the place. I don't know, and my grandmother doesn't really remember. But this is a great floor lamp. I love a floor lamp. It's old visual comfort. I wish they would bring it back when things used to be a little more traditional, which is kind of my style in general. This sofa is from college. It was a beige sofa, Restoration Hardware, and I always had wanted a sofa that had kind of some color and pattern to it. And so this is a Fermois pattern that I think is really just different and has lavender. It's more lavender than it is pink, and I actually prefer that. The pillows are from, I think that's a Schumacher pattern, I can't remember, but they're from Etsy and a great pillow source. Etsy, do not underestimate Etsy. If there's one thing that I've learned doing all these home tours, designers, everyone kind of finds a way to source unique things from there. Ballard Designs, I really wanted this table skirt to just go away, the whole like corner to go away. I didn't want that to be a focal point. So Ballard Designs has great skirted tables. I love the glass top to it. This is an old blue and white lamp. I think it's a Portuguese blue and white lamp that I got passed down to me. And the lampshade is from the lamp shop. And that was a bit of a splurge, but I'm telling you right now, it is beautiful. I could just look at this lamp, and I needed something to sort of anchor my panel, and I thought that having a colored lampshade would really do that, and I think I accomplished it. We'll see what y'all think. Melissa Woody, who owns the lamp shop, I actually was a PR intern for a PR company that she had hired a long time ago before she even had the lamp shop, and now I have her lampshade in my house. So everything comes full circle, I've discovered. This is a great coffee table. I love that it kind of has a French feel to it. Also, you'll see I have my big match collection down here that's full of all my treasured matches, more books, and different kind of layers. This pattern on these pillows here is probably my favorite pattern ever. It's a Jan Showers pattern, and if you haven't seen her home tour on my channel, you should look at it. She's an amazing house here in Dallas, and my friend Pam gifted me the pattern for it. So when I was having these chairs reupholstered, I added a touch of this pattern to my chairs. The fun story, a lot of people ask me where I got these chairs. These are my great-grandmother's bedroom chairs that became my grandmother's cocktail chairs, that in college then became my bedroom chairs, and now are reupholstered in a performance fabric to be my living room chairs. So, you know, or I can call them cocktail chairs too, I guess. These olive stools are Jonathan Adler. I had bought these like 10 years ago. I really wanted it to be a space where people can sit. I had 75 people in here, which is kind of shocking over the holidays, and everyone was comfortable. I didn't feel overly, crowded or cramped, and I sit on those stools a lot, so they serve a purpose. This wall is interesting. We kind of debated back and forth about what to do. When I say we, my friend Pam Kelly, whose home tour is also on my blog, she is one of my very, very closest best friends, and so her and my friend Amity Gillespie, who I mentioned earlier, we did a lot of brainstorming on what to do with this wall and how to make it work. And this chest had to go in here because it's my favorite piece, and I love it so much, even though my little Emmy pug scratched the heck out of it when she was a little one. May she rest in peace. But this wall, really, I was going to do 2 mirrors beside the frame TV, which is one of the newer things I bought for my apartment, and I don't regret. I love, love, love the frame TV. That's a Monet. And situated right above it are prints that I bought in Giverny with my grandmother when I graduated from college. We went to Monet's Garden, and I went in the museum bookstore, and I bought and framed and matted those prints. So it kind of is a special tie-in. But Pam said I needed a little bit of texture, and Pam has the most beautiful Majolica collection, I think. And so it was only fitting that the two of us went down to Antique Row on Lover's Lane in Dallas, and we bought my first set of asparagus plates. And it picked up on all the pretty colors that I just love and kind of is a theme throughout my apartment. So I'm so grateful for Pam's help on that. And it's funny, anytime I have Pam and Amity, we're all friends, and our friend Jennifer Newhoff, who pretty much unpacked my whole apartment, and so I still have to call her to ask her where things are. But anytime I have them over, they're constantly trying to redo my vignettes and change things, and it's kind of like the battle of who does it better, but they all do such a great job. I love it. Amity gets the credit for this. She said I really should turf my balcony, and I thought that seemed kind of crazy, but it actually makes such a nice difference. And this turf is from Lowe's, and we installed this ourselves, or I should say my friend Jennifer really installed it. She had the muscle for the razor sharp cutter, and everything else here is from Amazon on my balcony. So these chairs, the garden stool, these urns are super lightweight. Those are Amazon. And then these cypress balls are from Wayfair, and they are not in stock. I wish they would make more. They're some of my favorite things to look out the pretty window and see. And I can show you a little bit of my view, but I want to maintain some privacy, I guess. Here is a little bit of a stain, but it's a funny memory. I cooked my first meal, one of my first nights in my apartment, and the pan got so hot from the gas stove that I immediately went outside to cool it off and put it down, and I melted the turf. But it makes a fun memory. So that's sort of the outdoor area, which again isn't much. Sorry, that's kind of loud. So going along in here, now we go into the bedroom. This is a painting that I've always loved. And we had a lot of leftover peel and stick wallpaper. So we decided to use it in my bathroom, and I just love it. Again, it's from Amazon. It's pretty affordable if you want to try to, have a grass cloth wallpaper. It doesn't have like a ton of texture, and it's a little, I will say it's a lot of risky of me considering this is a bathroom. So nothing's peeled off yet, but I'll let you know. This little lamp is a chargeable lamp from Alice Walk. I just love the little rattan touch and the lampshade. And then this was from Portobello Road in London. That's just some really pretty Wedgwood in the green color. Here is a Amazon find. I typed in Amazon Ooshak and this came up. It's definitely not an Ooshak, but what I love about it is it hides a lot of stains. I've spilled makeup on it, and it's all about $50. So go figure. Here is my shower tub combination, and I had to get a little creative. I wanted it to look a little more bespoke than just a typical shower curtain. And I don't know if you're familiar with Pepper Home, but get familiar with them. They make amazing actual curtains and shower curtains and pillows and all sorts of great upholstery that they can do custom sizing for, and they ship it fairly quickly. And I wanted to do 2 shower curtains. I've seen in a lot of my home tours that they would do 2 shower curtains and bring it to the ceiling. And what's great about this is I just got an extendable rod up here, and I sized my shower curtains to go to the ceiling, and I got 2 of them because I think, again, it makes it feel a little more bespoke. And unfortunately, I couldn't move this. It's tied to the wall, but that's where I keep the liner. So that's kind of the main shower curtain I use to open and close it. And yeah, I'm a big fan of Pepper Home, so make sure you check them out. This is one of my favorite art pieces. This is Alexis Walter. Every Mardi Gras, she sends a king cake and sometimes a painting along with it. And I now have a great little Alexis Walter collection. She's out of New Orleans. And those are my Wheezy scallop towels that I think are just so wonderfully absorbent and pretty. And I bought this at Round Top. My first time, actually my only time to Round Top. This painting, I got it with Pam, and I just kind of want to be there having a cup of coffee or a glass of wine. I think it's really pretty. So moving along, we have this area here, kind of leading into the bedroom. Again, Amity and Pam both love to kind of adjust my shelves, and they do a great job. I really liked having more personal pictures in my bedroom than anywhere else, just with friends. And there's another Alexis Walter piece of art. And more book collection, right? There's lots of books. This is one of my favorite collections. I started collecting this in like 2016, maybe 2013. These botanical prints. I got 4 on Portobello Road, Antique Print and Map Shop on Portobello Road in London. I went back and bought 4 more in 2018. And recently I just went with my friend Pam and bought 6 more. So that's been really great, a great thing to have. And I have the frame TV again in here. I don't like the frames of the frame TV personally, so I just keep it black. I think that's totally fine. And have some more little, vignettes in here that My friend Amity and Pam change all the time, but I love these botanicals. I can't remember her name, but she was a Victorian lady, and she was not a botanist, and she said that the female of the home should be the one to arrange the flowers in the garden, not the head gardener, not the husband, that was the woman's job. And I thought that was really interesting, a little bit of girl power. And then I love to show you this rug. This is the Emma rug in blue from Caitlin Wilson, and I've had this go with me all sorts of places. Here is probably the nicest thing I bought for my new apartment, and this is this bed from Le Chateau in Atlanta. It originally was a full bed. It's an antique because they didn't really have king beds that were king size back in the day. And so it's a full bed that she makes into kings, and I originally was going to have it reupholstered, and then I decided, you know what, it's totally fine. I'm just going to keep it how it is for now, and maybe one day in my forever home I'll reupholster it. But I have these box pleated shams here, which I had custom made. Instead of doing 3 pillows, I thought it was a little more interesting to do 2. And then I love these bolsters. Little Design Co. is a great source for pillows, so I highly recommend checking them out. They make beautiful bolsters. Here is, I really needed taller lamps because my bed is so tall, so I bought these lamps on Cherish, and they were originally thousands of dollars, and I just loved the color, and so I lowballed them a couple $100, and that worked out to my favor. So never be afraid to make a bargain, make a deal. These are from Front Gate. These dressers, they soft close, they have the marble top, they're so well made, and they have a strip kind of on the back that has a USB, that has your charging cable, so you don't have to dip down low to get anything. It's kind of easy to charge right there. But yeah, I do love my bedroom. I wake up feeling a little bit like a princess each day, which makes a huge difference. And yes, here is overall, this is my apartment. So I am so grateful that you all came today. Again, I know it's not like the typical big houses that you see here on my feed, but I just wanted you to see a little bit of my personal style, and it continues to evolve every day. So I tend to like things a little older, a little less cute, a little more sophisticated, and yeah, I'm just so grateful. I'll link everything in my blog post. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask, and please subscribe to my channel. It means a lot if you do. It helps me be able to do more tours. So thanks, y'all. Have a great day.